Module 1, the title, Introduction to Algorithms. In this semester, we will have total 5 modules. Yeah. Today, we do part A of module 1. Yeah. In each module, usually, we have 4 parts, part A, B, C, D. Yeah. Other than that, we may have some review sessions, some help sessions, yeah. Then for the whole semester. Yeah. All right. Part A, 2 topics in Part A. Explain the syllabus, then understand problem solving. Today, we can only do the first topic, explain the syllabus. Yeah. All right. First, in this semester, we will do a lot of assignments. Yeah. First, let me give you the question formats, or the question formats in this semester. Yeah. I like to use the arrangement like this. Yeah. In our homework assignments and the tests, yeah, all the questions, I would like to divide it into 3 parts. Yeah. Part A, Part B, and Part C. Yeah. Part A, concept questions. It accounts to 40%. Yeah. Part B, computation questions, but Part B, I like to do the basic computing questions. Basic, yeah. Not very hard, yeah. Basic computing questions. This part also 40%. Yeah. Then, the third part, Part C, yeah. This one, challenging computing questions. Okay, all right. Challenging. Computing questions. Remaining 20%. Yeah. All right, so basically I like to use these 3 blocks to organize all my questions. Yeah. All right, so based on this structure, then let me explain the coursework we will have in this semester based on these 3 types of questions. Yeah. All right. First, let us look at the calendar, academic calendar. So this semester, there is some important change in the academic calendar. First, let's look at the holidays. What's the impact of all the holidays on our classes this semester? Yeah. The first one, Labor Day, September the 1st, this one, no impact. Yeah. So that's good. So we do not need to worry about it. Yeah. Then the second holiday, fall break. Yeah. This fall break, here we need to look at the time carefully. Yeah. First, it begins from 11:30 p.m. of Thursday, October 23rd. Although we have a class on Thursday, then the starting time is after our class, right? So our class at 12:30 p.m. Yeah. That means there is no impact. Yeah. So we will not lose our class on the fall break. Yeah. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So we can still count it, our class on this day. Yeah. All right. The next one, this one. This is a new holiday added this semester. Yeah. The fall break, that is an old one. Yeah. But before this semester, the old fall break started on Wednesday, not Thursday. Yeah. I know that. I have impression because usually we lost a class on that day. Fortunately, this semester we won't lose our class on this day. But we will lose a class on this new holiday, this Veterans Day, new holiday. That's the first time we have this holiday in this semester. November 11th, Tuesday. Yeah. So, all right? Yeah. So we cannot have that. Yeah. So we need to count it. Yeah. Count it out. Okay? Yeah. All right. So then, next one, Thanksgiving break. Yeah. Yeah. Because every semester, every fall semester, we must have this whole week Thanksgiving break. Yeah. You know, the same as before. Yeah. So no change comparing with, you know, other semesters, no change. Yeah. So overall, in this semester, the total number of classes we have, 29 classes. Yep. Regular semester classes. Yep. All right. All right. So we will, you know, distribute our learning content in all these 29 classes. Yeah. All right. So next, 2 exams, the test part, 30% we will use on 2 tests. The midterm test, 15%, final exam, 15%. Yeah. Here, I give you the specific dates. Yeah. The midterm, oh, something is wrong, right? It's correct. So the midterm, you can see this date, October the 16th, Thursday. Here, you can see 2 dates. Yeah, I will explain why we have 2 dates here. All right. So first, part B. We will do part B on this October 16th, Thursday, in class. Yeah. In our regular class time, we do this, but we only do part B. Yeah. Yeah. So now we need to go back to the beginning. I give you 3 parts, part A, B, C. So midterm, we also have part A, B, C. Okay, all right. Part A. Part A, I will assign, because part A, I will do it online. Yeah. So you won't do it in class. So that's why I didn't include on our midterm test class time, right? The class time, all right? Yeah. So, and you know, that's the concept questions, yeah, part A, yeah, 40%, yeah, 10 questions. Specifically, yeah, because 40%, because the total number of questions, 25 questions. So 10 questions. All right, yeah. Yeah. And this online, it will be given as a Canvas quiz. Yeah. Some of you may have the experience using Canvas quizzes before. Yeah. So it's an online quiz. So you will do it directly on your Canvas pages. Then after you complete, you submit. Then auto grading. Yeah. So you will get your grades immediately after you submit it. Yeah. All right, that's part A. Then part B, also 40% and 10 questions. We know 10 basic computing questions, right? Computing questions. Yeah. All right. So you need to do it in class. That is 75 minutes, right? Yeah. Our standard class time, total 75 minutes. Yeah. All right. Then, after that, you will have part C. Yeah. Because part C, that's the challenging part. For the challenging part, it's very hard to complete it in a short time. Yeah. So for that reason, I allow you to do it online at home. Yeah. Yeah. But for here, I need to say something for the online students. So I have a class, online class. For online students, all three parts are online. Okay? Yeah. So because here, this time, I do the lecture for in-person class. Yeah. So different from your online students. Your online students, your part A still as a Canvas quiz. Okay? So no change. But your part B, part C, I do not need to split part B, part C for online students, right? So I put part B, part C together. Yeah. So one file, one PDF file. Yeah. Okay? One PDF file together. Yeah. So then I post it. So you'll download. Total 15 questions. Yeah. You just do the 15 questions in the same period of time. This is the time period. Okay? Starting from October 16th, Thursday, at the class time, at our class time, so that's the 12:30, right? Yeah. Then, end of October 19th, Sunday, end of Sunday, it means 11:59 p.m., right? Yeah, on that day. Okay, all right. Yeah. So all your part A, part B, part C must be completed in that period of time, in this period of time. Okay, yeah. For both classes, both in-person class and online class. All right, so that's the midterm exam. Yeah. Then final, yeah. So final for the in-person class, this specific date. Yeah. 2 hours. This time you have more time, 120 minutes. Okay, yeah. But the final, I also, this time, I take part A out. So part A is still online, okay, as a quiz. Part A is still, so in that way, so you do not need to spend your time on the part A questions, 10 questions, part A. Yeah. So in that 2 hour window, limited time, you need to work on 15, total 15 questions. Okay? Yeah. Part B, 10 questions, part C, 5 questions, total 15 questions in that 2 hour window time. Yeah. For in-person class. For online class, yeah. So then I'll give you several days. Yeah. Yeah. On the syllabus, yeah. So for online class, yeah. Starting Thursday, but I will give you Friday, Saturday. Yeah. A little less than 3 days. A little less than 3 days. Because the Thursday starting time, 10 o'clock. So I let you start at 10 o'clock. Okay? Yeah, the same starting time, 10 o'clock. Then you need to submit all your final questions by the end of the Saturday. So that's December 20th, Saturday, right? Yeah. Yeah. Friday, Saturday, 20th. Yeah. The end of that day. So that's for online class. Okay? All right. Yeah. All right. So that's the test part. Next, yeah, let me do the homework assignments. Use these 2 homework assignments to prepare you for 2 exams, midterm and a final, 2 exams. Yeah. So the format, question types, yeah, the same. Yeah. All right. And I call these 2 assignments big assignments. Because you have 25 questions. Yeah. The same number of questions as in a test. Yeah. Containing the part A, part B, part C. Yeah. 3 parts. Okay? Yeah. So then each one 12%. Okay, yeah. Then the duration. Yeah. I need to give you plenty of time to complete it, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So usually I give you, more than 10 days. But less than 2 weeks. Okay, yeah. To complete these 25 questions. including the last 5 challenging questions. Okay, all right. Yeah, so this is the big assignment. Later, I'll talk about small assignments. Yeah. So we'll have 6 quizzes. So those are the small assignments. Yeah. All right. Then, for the question types in these assignments, yeah, let me talk about that. The question types. Okay. Type 1, multiple choice. Type 2, true or false. Type 3, short answers. Then you have type 4. Full solution. Full solutions, you can see, so mainly we do it for part C. Yeah, part C, the challenging question part. So you need to provide full solutions. Yeah. So for type 3, short answers, you only need to give me the final answers. You do not have to give me the details, but there is one important rule here. So that is, if you want to earn partial credit, then you can give me important steps, main formulas, main ideas, just some related information. Yeah. That could help you earn partial credit. Yeah. On my PDF file, I leave plenty of space. Yeah. So you can, write some relative useful information to earn partial credit, okay, for short answers. Yeah. So for other 2 types, multiple choice, true or false, then usually you do not provide any supporting information. Yeah. All right. But for the full solution, then solution details are required. Yeah. Some students, they just put the final answer. Yeah. Here, I want to let you know, if you just put the final answer, even if your answer is correct, you can only earn 1 point out of total 4 points. Yeah. 1 out of 4 points. If you only give me correct answer, right? Yeah. So this case, correct answer. Yeah. Then 1 out of 4. Okay? Yeah. The remaining 3 points, you need to show me how to get this answer correctly. All right? Yeah. So the detail part is worth 3 points out of total 4 points. Yeah. All right? Yeah. So that's important. Yeah. All right? So the full solution, yeah. So on my PDF file, full solution, I will type that solution. When you see the word solution, yeah, you are expected to give me the solution details. For the short answer, so I do not type the solution word. I just, put answer. Yeah. So when you see, different words, you need to know what are expected. What specifics are expected. Okay? All right. Now, next, the quiz part. The quiz part, so we can treat as the short assignments, small assignments. Yeah. So each one, 10 questions. Yeah. Each one, 10 questions. Each question, 4 points, so the total, 40 points. Okay? Yeah. 4 points each. Yeah. And the question types, you will have the first 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Multiple choice, true or false, and a short answer. Short answer, in this situation, you only need to enter the correct answer in the blank space. Yeah. All right? You have no chance to enter supporting information, okay, to earn partial credit. So you have no chance to do that. Yeah. So that's the online quiz limitation. On paper, yeah, you can add supporting information to earn partial credit. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So these 10 questions, yeah, typically concept question, but the short answer, yeah, because short answer part, when you do short answer, so that's the basic computing questions. Not challenging, okay? Yeah. In quizzes, I won't give you challenge, yeah, most of it. Yeah. So here, because challenging or not, yeah, it could be subjective, yeah, relatively hard. So that could happen, but no extremely hard questions, okay? Yeah. But some relatively hard questions, that's possible. Yeah. Not as hard as our Part C questions. Yeah. You can understand it this way. So the questions in the quizzes, yeah, won't be as hard as Part C questions. Yeah. So that's the basic computing questions. Yeah. All right? Yeah? Yeah. So then, total you will have 6 quizzes, but to help you, get around some, bad scores. So I allow you to draw 2 lowest. Yeah. So when I do the final calculation, I only add 4 of your top scores. Yeah. So the bottom 2, so I delete it. Okay? Yeah. So then we use those your 4 top scores to calculate the 16% for the quiz part. Yeah. All right. All right. So then there is another important rule I want to do this semester. So that is I want to reduce your workload. Workload in some special way. Yeah. First, we need to achieve our objectives, right? Yeah. For this important class. Yeah. So we need to do sufficient practice. Yeah. Under that requirement, yeah, then I try to minimize the workload for you. Yeah. Because you have several classes, and you have a lot of assignments you need to do in all those classes. Yeah. So this one, what I can do, yeah, basically I do this. I can combine some of the assignments to reduce your workload. For example, so I plan to do these 3 combinations to reduce your workload. The first combination I will make part A of the midterm the same as quiz number 4. That means I just use one assignment. Quiz number 4 in 2 places. When I calculate your midterm grades, adding up A, B, C, 3 parts, I just copy your scores from quiz 4. Okay. All right? Yeah. You know, one assignment quiz 4, I will count it twice, 2 places. Quiz 4 once, part A of midterm, second time. Okay? Yeah. In that way, you will do 10 questions fewer, right? Yeah. 10 fewer questions. Yeah. So that's the first reduction plan. Second reduction. Part A of homework assignment number 2, yeah, then that's the same as the quiz number 5. Yeah. Yeah. Same way. Okay. Yeah. After you complete quiz 5, then in order to complete homework assignment number 2, you only need to do part B and part C together. Okay. Yeah. Because for the assignment, you do it at home, so then I do not need to separate part B and part C, right? Yeah. So I put a part B, part C, 15 questions in the same PDF file. Yeah. The last one, the third one, yeah, part A of final exam, I make it the same as our quiz 6. Okay? Okay. Then, yeah. After that, after quiz 6, you only need to do part B and part C. Yeah. And part B, part C together, total 15 questions in a PDF file. Yeah. All right. So in that way, yeah, that's the best I can do for your workload reduction. Okay? All right. So then let's move to the next slide. Programming. Yeah. Projects. We will have 2 programming projects. Each one 14%. So the total 28%. Yeah. And first, for the programming assignments, usually I do not give you very hard projects, reasonable projects. Okay, reasonable projects. Yeah, you need to use at least a few days to complete the projects. But one thing many students usually do, they delay working to the very late time, near the deadline. Yeah. So don't do that. Yeah. Because you need to do a lot of work, right? Yeah. So try to start as early as possible. Okay? Yeah. But I still, I give you plenty of time to complete. Yeah. Duration, For each project duration, actually, I will give you at least 4 weeks. Yeah. So usually a little more than 4 weeks. Yeah. So 1 month or 5 weeks, yeah, like that. Okay. So you have plenty of time. Yeah. But do not delay your work too late, too close to the deadline. Yeah. Yeah. So in that way, you will have a lot of pressure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because some students then couldn't complete it by the deadline, then ask for extension, those things. Yeah. I hope you manage your time wisely. Okay. All right. So then, I will talk about, so later when I talk about extra credit, so then there is something related to these 2 projects. Yeah. Next, let me talk about attendance, the 2% I use for the attendance part. Yeah. So, because for this class, going through all the lectures, it is very important to not miss anyone. Yeah. So many questions. Actually, I can say all of our questions come from my lectures. Okay? So you can find them. You can find them from the lectures. Yeah. But not direct answers, right? You know, the materials come from the lectures. Yeah. But not the answers. Answers, because you need to do a lot of work to get answers. The basic materials for all the questions all come from my lectures. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Here I can give you an example. The last semester. Yeah. Last semester. Yeah. Because I noticed so many students missed some of the lectures. But in last semester, 1 lecture, yeah, right before the final, I gave a review session. So that review session very important. In that review session, I gave the information for 5 of the questions in the final. Yeah. I told my students, yeah, so I will give you, these 5 questions, and also gave them information, how to solve, what methods to use to solve these 5. Then, when I did grading, I found at least 5 students. They left those 5 questions blank because they didn't watch the video. Okay, yeah. Then they did not know how to do it, how to solve those 5 questions. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some students, even if not blank, but they put some garbage information. Okay. Yeah. Now you can see, following all the lectures closely, it's so important. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then, in order to, so here I try to use some, special way to manage the attendance parts. So I'm going to allow you to maximize your attendance in 3 different ways. The first way, so our current normal classroom attendance. Classroom attendance. Okay? All right. Second, yeah, because I use the Zoom meetings to do my lectures. Yeah. So that means if you have some good reason, so you cannot come to the classroom, but you can stay at home to access my lectures. So the second one, the Zoom attendance, remote attendance. Okay, all right. When I do the attendance check, so you can give me response at the Zoom side, so I can check your name immediately. So that's the Zoom attendance. Yeah, but some students, in some special situations, they are not available at that time, right? So I give them the third type of attendance. That's the video attendance. Because I will record all the videos for all the lectures. Okay? The videos for all the lectures. The video. Yeah. So in that way, after you watch the video, I will post the discussion board. So you can claim that you have watched the videos in the discussion board. Yeah. Then I can also check your names. Yeah. All right. So in that way, so I hope everyone will not miss any lecture. Yeah. So you have no reason to miss any lecture, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because you can always watch the video, right? Yeah. For the online students, basically the basic expectations, you use the video attendance. Yeah. I will also do the attendance check for online students. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. It's not because before I didn't check, but in order to encourage all the students watch all the videos. Yeah. So for online students, I will do the video attendance check. How do I do the check? Yeah, let me repeat another time. Yeah, I already said it before. So I will post discussion board. The discussion board. Discussion board. Okay. Yeah. So then you just claim you have watched the video, just post a short message. Yeah. So let me know you have watched. Then I give you the attendance check. Yeah. For online students, all right? Yeah. Yeah. Do not miss any lecture. Yeah. All right? Yeah. And then I try to push a little bit. For this attendance, but I try to push a little bit. Yeah. Because I need to urge you to watch all the videos. So then, each month, near the end of the month, each month, so I will post data. Yeah. Attendance data. Yeah. So data mainly, the information, for missing classes, that kind of data. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Each student, if you miss at least one of the videos, so I will post that information, okay? Yeah, in Canvas. So when you see your name listed there, so you need to double check. Sometimes you may miss watching the video. Sometimes you watch the video, but you forget to claim the attendance. That could happen, okay? So you double check. If you forget to claim it, then you just go to the corresponding discussion board to claim it. Okay? Yeah. So I will use your initial of your names. Yeah. First name plus last name, initials, then plus last 4 digits of your student number, student ID. Okay? Yeah, last 4 digits. Yeah. So you can recognize your name there, yeah, but other students cannot recognize your name. Okay? Yeah, in this way. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So for this way, I will do for 2 classes, both in-person class and online class. Yeah. All right. So that's the attendance part. Yeah. 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 At the end, when I calculate your final overall average, yeah, I will use the attendance percentage. Okay? Yeah. So if you get an 80, 90% attendance, then I multiply this 2%. Okay? In my final calculation. Yeah. You know, try to earn as much as you can. Yeah. So I wish everyone gets 100%. Okay? Yeah. All right. Then let me talk about extra credit. Extra credit, the first thing you can earn extra credit by doing online evaluation. And here I put up to 1%. Yeah. Because you need to make some effort to get this full 1 point extra credit. Yeah. Extra, so we will add it on top of that 100% overall final. Okay? So we will get 101. Okay? That's 1%. Yeah. And how to earn the full 1 point? So I set a target. I want to reach that line, pass that line, 80% line. So that means I want to get this. 80% of the students in this class, I hope they do the online evaluation. Yeah. In Canvas, I can check that percentage. Okay. There is a page. I can see the percentage. Then I will take the screenshot of that percentage figure. Yeah. You know, the pie chart. Yeah. So it's a pie chart. Then I will post it as an announcement to urge you to pass this 80% line. Yeah. Last semester I did in this way, and the result was really good. Yeah. In the last 2 days, I started doing this way, and after 2 days, we passed the 80% line. Yeah. We got 83%. 13 students in 15 class. Yeah, total number of students in that class, 15 students. But 13 of them did online evaluation. Yeah. Passed the line, so everyone can get full 1% extra credit. Okay? So that's the, you know, the basic rule I want to use. Yeah. Yeah. So you automatically I will give everyone 100% of this. But in case you couldn't pass the 80% line, what will you get? Here, let me use the P%. Okay, we assume this P% is less than 80%. If that happens, then what you will get? P% of 1%, 1 point extra credit. So that's what I mean up to 1%. Okay? Yeah. Actually, it's pretty easy to pass that 80% line. Okay? So I will, push for that. Yeah. It should not be that hard. All right. Then another possible chance for extra credit, early project submission. Yeah. So this time I will also, do this part. Yeah, because you have chance to earn 2 points, 2 possible extra credit points. Yeah. To make your, the total percentage to 103%. How about that? 103. Yeah, because 3 points, they are extra credit points. Yeah, so try your best. You can earn up to 3 points in the final, right? In the final calculation, yeah, average calculation, right? Yeah. Yeah. So here, what's the meaning? So here, I make this equivalence. So 1 week early, yeah, because early submission. So you submit 1 week before the deadline, okay? Yeah, 1 week early, that is worth the 1 point extra credit. Yeah. Then some students may not be able to do 1 week earlier. If you can, then a few days earlier, I can also calculate extra credit you can earn. Yeah. So then we will take, yeah. So the number of days. Suppose the day number D, yeah, D over 7. Yeah, because if your D number is less than 7, okay, yeah. So D over 7 times 1% extra credit. So, yeah, even a few days earlier than the deadline, I can still give you partial extra credit, not a full point extra credit, partial point extra credit. Yeah. But one important thing I want to let you know, yeah, to earn extra credit, you have to do it in the right way. So what's that right way? Yeah. You have to implement all the required features given in the project description. You have to. Do not miss any requirement, okay? So you have to cover all the requirements. You can have some small bugs, yeah, but yeah, do not miss any required feature. Yeah. Yeah, because here I want to, I do not like to see some students, in order to earn the extra credit, they submit the project before they complete it. Yeah. So in that case, yeah, I don't want to see that. Okay? So you have to completely implement all the required features in order to earn the extra credit. Okay? Yeah. So that's the basic understanding. Yeah. Specifically, yeah, yeah, because if I based on the grades, I give a guideline like this. Yeah. You need to earn at least 90% of the, of the total grade, then you are qualified for the extra credit. Okay? Yeah. So if if below 90%, that means you have a lot of problems, right? You have a lot of serious problems. Yeah. In project, usually, I give the points in a very generous way. Okay? Yeah. Very generous way. So if you drop below 90%, that means you have some serious problem. Okay? Yeah. If you have serious problem, then you're not eligible for the extra credit. Okay? So you have to fix your, relatively big problem in order to be qualified for the extra credit. Okay, that's the rule for extra credit. Okay, all right, yeah. Then the last thing I want to talk about, the way of posting notes. Yeah, because there is some important thing regarding the how do I post notes. Yeah. So let me explain. Yeah. So for in-person class and online class, slightly different. Yeah, because for in-person class you have before the lecture and after lecture. Yeah. For online students, you only have after lecture, right? Yeah. Although before lecture, I can post the notes after lecture. I can also do that. Yeah. But usually after the lecture you get everything. Yeah. Yeah. So, but when I talk about that, I just talk about before the lecture. Before each lecture, okay? Yeah, before the lecture. Yeah. I just post one file, okay? I post PDF version. Yeah. PDF version of my PowerPoint slides. Yeah. My, PPT original file, but I convert it to PDF format. Yeah. In that way, it is very convenient. You just click the link, you can see the PDF file immediately. Yeah. Without any problem. Yeah. But if I post original PowerPoint file there, when you click it, then you may not see the file display in the right way. Yeah. Because the Canvas would use its own way to display the PPT file. It does not call the Microsoft Office to display. It uses its internal way to display. Then you may see a lot of distortions. Yeah. So to avoid that problem, so I just post the PDF version. That's before the lecture. Okay. So after the lecture, yeah, so I call it, post-lecture file. Okay. The post-lecture, I will post a zip file because I have several files. So I want to put it in a zip file. In this zip file, I may include several files. The first one, that's the PPT notes file. Yeah, original PPT notes file. Yeah, so I'll give it to you. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to use it to help you study, yeah, you can use that file. Then another one. PDF annotation files. Now, in class, usually I do a lot of annotations. Yeah. So those files, after the class, I save it as PDF file, so that I will give you. Actually, sometimes you may have more than one. Yeah. For example, in our next class, you will have two annotation files. One for part A. Yeah. Part A because I have one topic left in part A. So first I need to complete that topic in part A. After that, I need to start part B. So you will have two annotation PDF files, yeah, for our next class. Then, after that, another important file, you need to have. That's the HTML embedded video file. How do I give you the videos? Yeah, so I use this way. Yeah, HTML embedded video file. Yeah. Here, let me explain why I do it in this way. Yeah. All my videos I will post in my YouTube channels. Yeah, in my YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah. So first I upload to my YouTube channels. After that, then I get a URL from the YouTube. To make it convenient for you to watch the videos, I use the embedded way. So I embed those URLs in my HTML file. Then, so you can see a video window. So then you just click that video. You can see the videos. If there are multiple video links, you just click link one by one. You can see all the videos. Yeah, yeah. All right. So that way, but the canvas blocked the embedded video. Okay. Yeah. Recent 1 or 2 years. Yeah. Probably 1 year. One full year. Recent 1 year, the camera suddenly blocked all the embedded videos. Yeah. Even the external links, Canvas also block all the external links. Yeah. Probably for security reason. Yeah. Whatever. For that reason, I cannot post my video files or links directly in Canvas. Yeah. So, in order to get around the Canvas blocking, then I use this way. I put this embedded HTML file inside that zip file. So you have to download that zip file. After that, you need to unzip it. You get a folder containing all these files. Then you get into that folder, then you click this HTML file, then you can see all the videos inside that file. Because when you click it, you watch the video from your own computer, and your own computer won't block it. Okay? So your own computer, so you can view it in a normal way, and no blocking thing. Okay? Yeah, but in Canvas, it is not allowed. Yeah. So for that reason, I choose this indirect way. It's not direct way. Yeah. Yeah. Although I like the direct way. Yeah. So actually, I did many years before the last fall, as I remember. Yeah. Last. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. Last fall, last fall, that was the first time I noticed this problem. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so here, that's the current solution. Okay, all right. Yeah, so let me finish my explanation of the syllabus right here. Yeah. Starting from our next class, we will learn our normal content. Yeah. All right, see you on Thursday.